Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
This is awesome! This is awesome! Hello and welcome to another Quickshot review. This review is of the 2019 version of one of my very favourite horror films. In fact, I've watched that slasher, the original Black Christmas, before doing this review, just to make sure I wasn't being too harsh to this film. Black Christmas 2019. What can I say about it? It's pretty bad. It's a mess. It has no redeeming features whatsoever, and it is only Black Christmas in name and has nothing to do with the much better original and the reasonable 2006 movie, which did at least try and continue that storyline. This one, the only similarities are a sorority house on a college campus and they're being killed. It's a 15 rating over here in the UK. Don't know why, apart from a few things here and there. There's no reason for it to be. It does try and deal with some modern day issues, much like the original did. The original dealt with abortion and abusive relationships and things, but it was an understory, an undertone. It was not the main thing that was trying to bash you over the head over and over and over again. And this is where the new Black Christmas definitely suffers, because it tries to bash you over the head with the theme, which they fully believe is, you know, what people want to see. Yeah, it's a theme. Bring forward to light the college life and how people want to get away with things that shouldn't be gotten away with, but do it in a subtle way so we can actually have a decent film. This film is an absolute mess. It was directed and written by Sophia Takal, and I cannot think of any redeeming features for this film whatsoever. The reason it completely miffed me off is because the original is fantastic, and this one is garbage. It's awful. Blumhouse, hang your head in shame. It is terrible, such a terrible film. It's unbelievable. It stars Imogen Poots as Riley, the main protagonist of the film. Usually she is quite a strong lead, and she does try, but in this film you feel like it was the the direction, the writing and everything else that just went against her in this one. She is joined by Elise Shannon as Chris, who is the girl power feminist, sign my list thing. And speaking of lists, this film has driven me, it's forced my hand to make my own list. Catalogue of Cheap Shot blog, and this is going to be the first thing that goes on the catalogue. Black Christmas 2019. That's how much I don't like this film. It's forced me to make a list. Updates to the list will be posted every week on Cheap Shot's blog. That's cheapshotentertainment.blogspot.co.uk. Lily Donahue as Marty. All these characters are so forgettable, it's unbelievable. Brittany O'Grady as Jessie, I don't even know which one's which because it was so bad. And Carrie Elwes as Professor Gelson, who I have recognised from other films and brings some kind of something to it, but right away, you know, he just plays the sleaze. He always plays the sleaze. You know that he's gonna be part of the thing, and basically, if you've seen the trailer, you've seen the film. Save yourself an hour and a half and 15 quid, unless you've got an unlimited card for a cinema chain, not a sponsored video. Then do yourself a favour. The only thing that I can find redeeming about this is the use of the bow and arrow. I thought that was quite unique, but the decisions made throughout the film are stupid, absolutely stupid. There's one scene where a girl goes to look for a cat. She goes in a room, she comes out of the room, followed by the killer. How did you not see a big guy or girl dressed in a big hood? Was he stuck behind the door? Is this some kind of scary movie situation where he's got his foot under the door and he's tapping it? Awful film. Terrible. Terrible, terrible film. And it doesn't matter where I go. I thought I was being harsh to it. It doesn't matter where I go. And what I watch on YouTube with regards to this film, everyone says the same thing. This is, you know, the nostalgia critic. This is, you know, like say Channel Awesome, other blogs as well have said exactly the same thing as I've said. Absolutely bloody awful. It's like being bashed over the head by Lisa Simpson, just forcing the main thing down your throat, and that is, men are awful and women are great. And I can't disagree with that, but just do it as an undertone, not constantly bashing you over the head with a candlestick and just such an awful film. It's terrible. I'm so glad I watched the 1974 version today, because I had something to compare it to. Coming to which, I went to do my research on this, find the actors, actresses and the director, so I could give her full credit for the awfulness that ensued. And I found some reviews from some reputable sources. One was Variety, one was IGN. IGN gave this film 86 and then proceeded to say that it was this, you know, it followed the same storyline as the original. No, it doesn't, IGN. Stop taking back pocket money and tell me how to do it, because I'd quite happily give this a good review if I got paid for it. Anyway, no, it's terrible. Don't go to the film expecting this to be good. It is awful. Even if it had a different name and it wasn't in any way related to Black Christmas, the original, it would still be awful. It is a terrible, terrible film, and I'm getting on to like 10 minutes ranting about this film because I love the original so much. And this reboot culture is, oh, it's getting on my wick now. It really is. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to give this film an arrow in the chest, an arrow in the back, sorry, to a stabbing in the chest. Both suck hard, and neither are better than the other. And that's why I've given it this review. And yeah, terrible, terrible, terrible film. Don't go and see it. On the other hand, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to know when we upload new content to the channel. Go over to the blog because I'm going to write a retort to the Variety magazine review and the IGN review, and Make sure you go over to the t-shirt shop as well, close to order, to choose your colours for Christmas. So that's cheapshotentertainment.blogspot.uk, and there's a link there to the t-shirt shop. So yes, we have now started the catalogue of Cheap Shot blog. I will get a proper clipboard and pen. And Black Christmas makes the list at the top, and that is number 1, and it will probably be number 2 and number 3 and number 4 and number 5, because this film absolutely, well, it can suck my lollipop. Ho ho ho, I didn't know that this film will totally blow. Save your time and save your money. Go see Black Christmas 2019. It sucks. Hard.
Hiya.